Ladies and gentlemen, very many distinguished guests, welcome to the Melbourne Press Club. I'm Mark Baker, the club's CEO. Welcome indeed to this third foundation dinner of the Victorian Media Hall of Fame. Tonight we will induct a further 31 legends of our craft: reporters, editors, broadcasters, photographers, cartoonists and commentators. Men and women who began or made their careers in this state, but who mostly have names that resonate at a national, even international level. They are joined by many more tonight, great figures of our media industry, who won't be among those named, but whose work in print, on television, on radio and in the digital media is or has been outstanding. Welcome to you all. The Media Hall of Fame is much more than a celebration of journalistic legends past and present. Most of all is about demonstrating that journalistic excellence in all its forms transcends the generations and must be valued, promoted and protected. We hope to reinforce the message to those beginning in their media careers and those who will follow that good journalism remains vital to the health of democracy, and great journalism enriches our society. I would like to acknowledge the vital support that the Melbourne Press Club receives from its sponsors, particularly our principal sponsor, Monash University, and our premium sponsors, Minter Ellison, RACV and Crown Resorts. Thanks also to our major media sponsors, all of the leading news organisations in the nation, our major sponsors and our corporate sponsors, whose names you will see on your programs and on the screens tonight. May I extend a particularly warm welcome to our special guest tonight, Robert Thompson, Chief Executive of News Corporation. Tonight is the first time that I've seen Robert in almost 30 years. The last time was in Beijing in 1985, when I handed him the keys to the pale blue Fairfax Toyota Corolla, along with management of Mr. Wong, the prickly driver who never forgave me or the Fairfax bean counters for not getting the model with aircon. Who could have guessed how far Robert would travel on that tank of gas? A star correspondent in China and Japan, a series of top jobs on the Financial Times, the first Australian to edit the Times of London, the first Australian to edit the Wall Street Journal, and now the Chief Executive overseeing Rupert Murdoch's global publishing empire. Thanks for being with us tonight, Robert. Welcome home. And a warm welcome also to Robert's, yes. And a warm welcome also to Robert's wife, Ping, his mother Genevieve, and to other members of the Thompson family who are here. Many people have made an immense contribution to this night and to the establishment of the Hall of Fame. Let me mention just a few. Mike Smith, whose idea it was to build a Hall of Fame, and without whom it would not have got off the ground, let alone come this far. Kate Handley, the Melbourne Press Club's formidably efficient General Manager and brilliant event manager. Jenny Denton, the club's digital producer who recorded and edited the video presentations tonight. Bill Farr of Media Express, arguably the greatest media designer in Australia. I haven't seen a better one. Who created our logo and tonight's programs, the cover of which is a reproduction of the first newspaper to appear in this town, John Pascoe Faulkner's handwritten Melbourne Advertiser. May I draw your attention to an item at the bottom of page 4. And if you can't follow the handwriting, a plain text version will be on the club website shortly. I quote, "Cummerfield, the murderer who was sent from Sydney to point out where the 7 men were said to be murdered, has killed the 2 constables and 1 soldier who had him in charge, and is now at large in the bush, well mounted and armed. A party of volunteers are gone in pursuit." Even in the beginning, back in 1838, newspaper hacks were burying their leads. Thanks also to Georgina Polton, Anna Maruli, our floor cameraman Vince Tucci of the ABC, and the immensely talented members of the Melbourne Grammar String Quartet. It is now my pleasure to introduce the twin star of ABC Breakfast Television, the President of the Melbourne Press Club, and our Master of Ceremonies tonight, the one and only Michael Rowland.